Namo Meetabu. Hi, everybody. Welcome. If you're joining us on Zoom, we're going to begin listening to a Dharma glimpse by Helen this evening. So I'll hand the microphone over.
Thanks, Kaspa. I wrote this a little while ago, actually, so it's quite interesting to read it again. The push pedal flips over. For as long as I can remember, there's always been a part of me that has believed I'm missing something, that everyone else is walking around, going about their day fully actualized and safe in the knowledge that they're fully intact with everything that they need to proceed. But here I am with a nagging suspicion that I was in the canteen when the divine was handing out some integral part that would track. I don't know what that part would be, of course, it's intangible, but it's something that isn't some great knowledge that isn't present. I know I'm not alone in this thought. I've had many conversations over the years with various people describing a similar feeling, some describing it as feeling that at a certain age, some invisible piece of themselves would simply appear and everything would make complete sense. I know that from a religious or philosophical perspective, I'm talking about a question which has plagued great thinkers for millennia, the perceived separation between oneself and everyone else and everything else. Heck, I'm in a Buddhist temple. Wasn't that the whole journey of his life's work? Anyway, I digress. Sometimes the latent feeling lays dormant, and other times it rears up to visceral levels, which can best be described as imposter syndrome. There are moments, however, when the Divine Mother plays a startlingly simple trick on me. A glitch in the matrix occurs, usually to hilarious effect. One such moment occurred this week at the gym. I sat across from a fellow gym goer and noticed them on a piece of equipment I've been perplexed by for quite a few months. It's a leg and glute machine with a pedal on one side, which the user pushes backwards and pushes back to create tension in the upper leg muscles. But the thing is, it makes no sense. Everyone knows that in order to, you have to work both limbs on an exercise, or you'll be a wonky donkey. You have to be able to do both sides. So how can this machine work, since it's only possible to pedal on one side because that's how it's orientated? I've consoled myself that this must just be some science I don't understand, and it's somehow cleverly working both sides. So you can imagine my amazement then, when without a second's thought, this gym user just flips the pedal over. Silly, I know, but I thought but it brought my heart to a smile with warmth to know that I'm not crazy or missing anything. I just didn't know that the pedal flipped over. Never moved it.
So coming into silent meditation. And as we come out of the meditation, we'll chant the Kuan Yin mantra. Namo Kuan Yin Bosat. Namo Quan Chi Yin Bo Sat. 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 Namo Quan Sat. Namo Quan Shi In Bo 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 Sat. For refuge, I go to the Buddha.
For refuge, I go to the Buddha,
The one who is awake and full of love.
the one who is awake and full of love.
Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.
For refuge, I go to the Dharma.
For refuge, I go to the Dharma,
All that guides us to wisdom and compassion.
all that guides us to wisdom and compassion.
Namo Dhammaya.
Namo Dhammaya.
For refuge, I go to the Sangha.
For refuge, I go to the Sangha,
Those who live in the Buddha's light.
those who live in the Buddhist light.
Namo Sangaya.
Namo Sangha.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may not take life.
I pray that I may not take life.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may not steal.
I pray that I may not steal.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may not fall into sexual misconduct.
I pray that I may not fall into sexual misconduct.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may not fall into wrong speech.
I pray that I may not fall into wrong speech.
With faith in the three jewels,
With faith in the three jewels,
I pray that I may avoid intoxication.
I pray that I may avoid intoxication.
No blame,
No blame,
be kind,
be kind,
love everything.
love everything.
Innumerable are sentient beings.
We vow to save them all.
Inexhaustible are deluded passions.
We vow to transform them all.
Immeasurable are the Dharma teachings.
We vow to master them all.
Infinite is the Buddha's way.
We vow to fulfill it completely. Namo Mitabu. I was scrambling around earlier trying to think of something to think about, what was going to impress everybody, what would make me look good, what would bring me lots of reassurance. What was it, the Shinran that what Satya quoted on Saturday? I'm just teaching Buddhism for the fame and the profit. And I was flicking through this book of stories, koans, or stories that Dogen collected when he was in China. And this one stood out. And I mean, it's not even a story, really. It's just somebody saying something. But I'll read it out. The great Master Shoku on Mount Daiji in the Ko district preached to an assembly. It is better to practice 1 foot than to explain 10 feet. It is better for us to practice 1 inch than to explain 10 inches. Master Tozan said, we explain what we cannot practice, and we practice what we cannot explain. It was quite a relief to read this. Like, oh, yeah, of course, the talk is not the most important thing. I remember listening to a talk by Zenju Earthlyn Manuel recently, and she was saying, like, that's what we want. We want to just rush through the ritual and the meditation so we can listen to the talk. That's how Westerners approach practice and, and Zen groups a lot of times in her experience. She's a Zen teacher in the States. But then you're missing the experience, which is where the real transmission happens. I mean, listening to a talk is also a form of practice. Let's not undermine that. But, you know, I've said before that when we do like an introduction, the first timers practice, and I say, oh, we do this for this reason, and we do this for that reason. It's not really all the reasons. I can't give you all the reasons. I can say prostrating, when we prostrate 3 times, is to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, and we do this putting our hands above our heads means with my whole body, and here means with my speech and words, and here with my heart and emotions. And we can describe why we do prostrations. We can attempt a description of why we do prostrations. But you only find out by doing them. Some of us did quite a few prostrations on Sunday, of course, on British camp. And, you know, at 6 o'clock in the morning, I did not understand why I was doing prostrations. I couldn't put that into words. And then later, as my head rested on the earth, I was like, oh, okay. There's something profound in this that I could put a few words to, but you can't possibly capture the whole thing. That's the point of doing practice. We discover the meaning of it as we do it. And we trust that these things that have been handed down to us are meaningful. Yeah, that's what Tozan, Master Tozan means. We explain what we cannot practice and we practice what we cannot explain. The words can't completely match the experience. Dogen really was known for doing short talks, so I guess he also took this advice to heart. So I'll also stop there and just say this: keep practicing. Namo Mita Bring. I mean, I don't know if Dogen was known for doing short talks. What I noticed about his talks in the collection of talks that I've got is that most of them are quite short. So I know him for that. But I don't know if that's like what people thought of when they thought of Dogen. Namo Mita Bring.
gratitude, we offer this incense to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas throughout space and time. May it be fragrant as earth itself, reflecting our careful efforts, our wholehearted awareness, and the fruits of understanding so we are. May we and all beings be companions of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. May we awaken from forgetfulness and realize our true life.
So Saturday morning after practice doing a bit of gardening, weather currently forecast to be dry, so do feel free to come and join us for that. Anything else? That's all for now. Namo Mitabu. Blessed by Amitabha's light, may we care for all living things and the holy earth. Namo Mitabu. Thanks everybody.